Fizzle friends or friends in the YouTube universe. Still don't know what yet to call you guys. Probably when we up to date, we'll be officially on. And just to give you a heads up, we'll be up to date week 13. This is week 9, Monday Night Football, Monday prime time. We had the Giants and the Cowboys, and I chose the Cowboys to take this W over the Giants, as it ain't us against the world, it's the world on our side this time, as they voted same as the overall as they vote, the world vote, and they voted as they chose the Cowboys to take this dub. Fizzle Friends Gaming, Fizzleman Picks Lounge, Fizzleman Picks, we here. Last game until we up the date next week. Games that will be shown will be week 13, and we'll be up to date from there on. Also, we back. So I'm kind of happy we back filming. I'm kind of happy that I'm about to be up to date. So without letting this last game of the week prolong any longer, let's get it going. Hey!
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they square off against the number 6 overall pick, Daniel Jones, and the New York Football Giants. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons. 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years at the helm. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete to Cobb.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Draw play, Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants under second-year coach Pat Shurmur. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
And as we all know, in 2018, the New York Giants used the number 2 overall selection to select this running back, Saquon Barkley, and he did not disappoint. A lot of people thought they should take a quarterback, but when a guy gives you 2,028 yards from scrimmage, the most in the NFL, and not only is he Rookie of the Year, but first-team All-Pro, I think that's a wise draft choice.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
He completes it to Tate. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is Barkley. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Elliott. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Time to look at the defensive starters for the New York Giants. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. But we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Prescott now. Now that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kick by Maher is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Week 9 wrapping up here tonight at MetLife Stadium. Time to look ahead to Week 10. Thursday Night Football. We'll be heading cross-country tomorrow to get out to the Bay Area. We'll see the Chargers and the Raiders from the East Bay. The Raiders down to 4 more home games. That's it. Left in Oakland. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
70, Indy. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Cowboys swarm in, and it's blocked. And they'll end up with a football inside the 45 on their side of the field. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. From the red zone now, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott.
Grant Haley in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Where's the mic? Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got his man. This is Tate. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
55. Check 55. Mike. I'm here all day. Let's go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw again on second down. Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Roses to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 38, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Hey, we're going to throw it in. 52. You. What do you think?
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot eeasier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Jones. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He completes it to Tate. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, historically, Jason Witten, he's kind of saved his best for the New York Giants. In fact, the top 2 games statistically that he's had in his career were both against the Giants. 2012, 18 catches, 167 yards, and those 18 catches still the most ever by a tight end in a single game. He also had a 14-catch, 156-yard performance against the Giants back in 2009. On first down, Elliott. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Caught by Cobb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Stop your whining.
First down, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And Latimer's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 31, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. And he gets it complete to Latimer. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Come on, set. HE Gator. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shoot. Go.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Safety outlaw.
Now Jones on third down. His pass caught at the 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run with Penny. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. Rolling. And the pressure gets to him again.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Now.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, it's Morris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on 1st down. It's Morris. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
52's the mic. 52's the mic. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6, and they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.